Takes 3 games in 4 days, the start of a big run-in for the boys. It could have a big impact on the table. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, huge few games for us. Obviously with the washout at Trent Bridge and then a tough loss here, it wasn't ideal. So it's put a big emphasis on these last. They were always going to be important, but they're even more important now. These last 3-4 games left in the tournament. Big last push. We've obviously got a couple of important players back. Pete Hanscom coming back into captain, and also Scott Curry, who's been outstanding for us this year. So it's good to have those guys back as well.
We'll touch on those guys because it is a big boost to have the players available. Pete Hanscom, as you mentioned, the calmness that he brings and as a leader as well. Scott Curry, the way he's bowled, and Rayan Ahmed as well.
Yeah, exactly. Rahan, it's great to have him back as well. Unfortunate for him to miss out on the last few games because of injury. But yeah, I mean, we all know how super talented he is with bat ball and in the field. Scott Curry's been vital with us, in particular at the back end of the innings with his Yorkers and death skills, his variations. But also he's been a leader on the field to help the bowlers and a very calm, he's got a real calm nature about him. And he's very clear on what he wants when he's bowling, and that's exactly the same as Pete Hanscom. So to have the experience of Pete Hanscom, our leader, who's been outstanding, the real clarity that he brings to this team, he knows what he wants from the lads, and the lads know what he expects as well. So it's good to have him back. Yeah, so like I said, important few guys back for us, and a massive few games as well for the club.
The last 2 results have obviously altered the complexion of the table slightly, but we're still firmly in this race. As we get to the business end now and qualification on the line, how would you encourage the guys to go about their approach?
I think we've been massive, and Pete and Alfonso Thomas, the head coach, and us, we've been massive on. We know if we nail our processes, and as long as we're thinking and very clear at the back of our mark or with the bat, what we want out of this delivery with the bowlers, or if we stick to our process with the bat and stick to our areas, we know if we do our job, we won't be far off. And we've got such a talented group and such a skillful group. We know if we execute our plans, we definitely won't be far off, and more often than not, we'll come out on top. And we've been generally really good in tournament without being at our best. Quite often, one bit of the jig or one piece of our game hasn't been quite perfect, so it would be great to get our perfect game, and it shows how good we've been because we haven't been at our best in this tournament, and we're there and thereabouts. We've obviously had some important people missing at different stages. We've had some injuries which haven't been ideal, but the people that have stepped in have done a really good job as well, which is a sign of a really good, strong squad and a good environment as well. So hopefully we can put it all together in these last few games coming up.
And one of the things that's probably been most pleasing is, as a batting coach, well, the firepower in the team, the way that Rishi's got us off to his perfect start, the calmness of Pete in the middle, Ben Cox as well. There's a lot of options in that engine room and up top, isn't there, that's really put on big scores for us.
We've got such an exciting, talented and skillful and dynamic batting lineup with so much power in there, and we bat so deep, which is vital when obviously when you're going after it for a period of time. It's important to bat deep, so it gives the guys a little bit more license up front. But Rishi again has been outstanding. Sol Bunger as well with that little cameo at top, and then you've got, I mean, Rahan, Pete, Kimber, Nisham now, so we've added some real firepower with our overseas as well. Sterling stepped in for a game or two whilst Pete was out, but we've got so much firepower as well as skill and talent. We're a very dangerous side, so hopefully we can put it together in these next 3 or 4 games, which will make a massive difference to our position in the table as well.
Obviously Worcester to start on Thursday, but the game's coming thick and fast. 2 games here, Friday and Sunday, against local rivals in Notts and Northants. How much extra emphasis will be on those games as local derbies?
Yeah, that always adds another interesting little bit of spice and niggle to the game, but we aren't looking too far ahead and looking too much to the opposition. It's so important that we focus on ourselves, and like I said earlier, if we nail those skills and execute our plans, we won't be far off no matter who we're playing, because we've got such talent, skill level in the side, and experience as well, which is really nice. And Pete's got lots of options to call on when needed. So regardless of the opposition, yes, it's that extra little bit of motivation against local rivals, but regardless of who the opposition, these are massive few games for us, and we know if we deliver and execute our skills, we won't be far off.
And just finally, obviously the team focused game by game, as you mentioned, but the fans will certainly be looking forward to those two, as you added extra spicy element to both of them. How much of a difference can they make to the team on both those games?
Yeah, I mean, the fans, we've been so lucky. We saw it in the final. That was obviously a bigger game in a final, and we saw how important the crowd have been for us. That cliche extra 12th man. And again, this season they've been so good. Like they follow us all around the country, and it's vital to have that support just to encourage the lads when they really need it. And we can't thank supporters enough for everything they do here, but also away, following us all around the country. We really appreciate it, and it definitely helps the lads. So thank you.